Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on the CSIR NET. Today we will discuss about all those questions of the statistics part. Myself Dr. Garg, you can simply follow my YouTube channel Dr. Harish Garg, where you find various lectures on this probability and statistics as well as the CSIR NET examination. So what we will discuss in this lecture is we will see all those questions related to the statistics with the help of shortcut tricks. So let's start with these questions are there. Again, remember that when you are trying to solve any of these CSIR NET or any of the gate examination question, you have to read the statement of the question very carefully. The 90% of the answers are always given in this question. So let's start with this one, how you can solve this. If you firstly read this statement carefully, for a bivariant information yi and xi, analytic A fits y on x, this is my alpha naught plus alpha 1 x1, and while x on y is give you like of here. So which things which come in your mind when you thinking about the method of the least square or any of the two lines? The first thing that is called as the regression equation. That's over. So once you know the regression equation, so from here, what is the regression coefficient? This is a y on x. What is the slope of this line is alpha 1. This is the line of x, y. What is the slope of this line is beta 1. That's over. And the same thing they are asking about that. Now what is the property of the bxy and byx? Both have the same sign. That's the first property of this. It means if this is positive, then it must be positive. If this is negative, then it must be negative. So clearly says that the first option, third options are cancelled out, irrespective of their values, because bxy alpha 1 is nothing but byx and bxy. Now what is the second and fourth property? Another property of the bxy and bxy is whenever you take the product of them and take this, what is that? This is nothing but my correlation coefficient. And what is the property of the correlation coefficient? They always lies between -1 to +1. So let's say if we start from here 0.5 of 2.5, it give you 1.25, which is a greater than 1, not satisfy this property. So this is the right answer. You can see that -2 minus 0.4, it give you 0.8, which is less than 1. So the right answer is only D is my correct answer. That's a very simple. Without solving, you can get your answer. Okay, look about this one. So x is a random variable, so it's a discrete problem. You can see x has a 0, 1 and 2 values. And what about their probabilities? So that's very simple. You have to find the expected value. I is my 1 and 2. So it means what is the probability of x is equal to 2? That is nothing but c times probability of x is equal to 1. What is the probability of x is equal to 1 is c times probability of x is equal to 0. That's over. Now what is the meaning of that? If I consider this as a 1, then its value is come to be p of x is my c, then this is my c square. That's fine. How you can find the expected value of the x? So this is my fx over f, or you can say it's a px. So what is that? This is a 0 plus 1 into c plus 2 into c square divided by total. That is my right answer of this problem. So you can see B is my right answer. Look about the another one, which is this is my IID. So IID are given to you having the mass function. Which of the following statement are correct? What is convergence to 0, convergence to something, convergence in probability? Okay, so what is the tips for you? Remember, if you want to prove A is convergence to say gamma in probability P, A is convergence to probability, so you have to show expected value of A is gamma and variance of A goes to the 0 as n approaches infinity. Whenever these two conditions satisfied, then you can say A is converges to gamma in probability. That's a simple remark for you. Or you can say this is a consistent estimator. So it means first part, this part and this part we will check it easily. So yn. So firstly we will find the expected value of x1. So what is the x1 is there? This is the 1, 3, half and half. So it is a half, 3, 4 and this is my 2. You can also find the variance of x1. You have to find the e of x square. So what is the e of x square is 1 by 2 plus 9 by 2, that is 5, minus mean square. So variance of here. So therefore, what is the expected value of the yn? Because they are IID, so x1 has a mean 2, x2 has a mean 2, so the total mean is my 2n. What is the variance of yn? Each has a variance 1, so it is my n. Now we can start with the first part. Firstly, check what is the expected value of the yn over n. 1 by n is outside. What is the of this is a 2n, which is goes to the 2, that is here. Now we can check if I got that variance is my 0, then it's a right answer. It is n square. What is the variance of n is n. It clearly shows that it goes to the 0. So the first is the correct option. Look about this. Now in this case it is not the probability. So you have to simply find the variance of this and prove that its part is 0. How you can find the variance? So it is this is n square outside. What is the variance of yn? This is n. So it is n over 4 by 3, n over 1 by 3, which goes to the 0 as n approaches infinity. That's also the right option. Look about the other third option. This converges to C. So it means I target expected value must be C. So what is the expected value of yn? N raised to power 2 by 3. So 1 upon n raised to power 2 by 3 is outside. What is the expected value is 2, which is not converges to the C because C is my open interval. So it means this is a false statement. Yn upon n square converges to 0 in P. So we can find the expected value of this. So it is 1 over n square. Expected value of the yn is my 2 n. So it is my 2 by n, it goes to the 0. Sorry, it is also be the n. So it is a n. It's a 2n. So the answer will be my 2n raised to power 1 by 3, which goes to the infinity. Again, infinity does not lie. Again, that's not the right answer. So this option is satisfied. We target is to check what is the variance. So 1 raised to power n4 is outside. Variance of the yn is n, is goes to the 0. So it means this is also the right answer. So A, B and D are my correct options. Okay, so look over that. This is the method of the movements. That's a very surprising. This the same question I already explained in my YouTube channel, Dr. Harish Garg. The title of the lecture is my method of the movement. You can see that I explained already the 15 examples related to the method of movements, and one of them is already here. There is the same question which is here, and this is the right answer. How? What is the method of the movements? Firstly, look at that. How many unknown parameters in the distribution? There is only one. What is that? Is a theta. So what we can do? We can compute the expected value from here and equate them to be the x bar. So what is the expected value of this? So you can see this, the distribution consists of the 2 points 1 and 2. So it is 2 of this and it is my here. What is the expected value is? This is the x, this is the px. So you can multiply them. It's 2 times plus 2 times of here. So what is the answer of this? It's a 2 over, this is x bar. So what is that? You can see that 2 over x bar is 2 minus theta. So what is the value of the theta is there? 2 minus 2 over x bar is the right answer of this problem. You can simply watch my this lecture where you can find more than 15 examples how you can find the method of the movements. Okay, which of the following statement are true? Which is uniform? This is related to the order statistics. That's a very important lecture are there. You can see my my theory lecture on the order statistics. Already I described the same example here. What is given to you? So firstly, I can what is the tips or the shortcut tricks for you? Remember that whenever xi follows the uniform distribution over the 0, 1, then the ordered statistics of this follows the beta distribution. Remember that. Always remember. So this is the shortcut tricks for you. Whenever xi's follow the uniform distribution, whenever xi's follows the uniform distribution over the 0, 1, then x of n will follows the beta distribution here. So you can see we can check the first and second. Here if you compare them, k is my 2. So we can substitute here, this is a beta distribution, k is my 2, and how many samples are there? These are 10 minus 2 plus 1. Clearly say that this is the right answer. Look about the difference. The difference is also follow the beta distribution. The only here is this is the k minus j. So it's a k minus j. So what is that? This is a beta distribution. 10 minus 1, n is my 10. 10 minus 1 plus 1. Clearly say that it's a 11, but it's a 9. So this is a wrong statement. Also, I will tell you the one more tips for you. If you want to find x of 3, what is the difference is 4. So which is same as that of x5 minus x1, which is same as that of 6 minus 2. So there is no difference between them. Now first option is now you have target to find the mean and the variance of this beta distribution. So what is the mean and variance of the beta distribution? This is the formula of this a comma b. So what is the mean of here? A over a plus b. So 2 over 11 is the right answer. What is the variance is? x2 is by here. So you can multiply them, divided by a plus b, 9 plus 2, 11, and a plus b plus 1. Fine. 6, 3, 6, 2. 3 over 121 multiplied 2 is the right answer. So this is the shortcut tricks. You just remember that whenever this is as a uniform distribution, then the order statistics always follows the beta distribution. From here you can also find the x1. We all know what is the x1 is minimum of xi. So k is my 1. You can find it is a beta distribution. Okay, look about the next one. So that is the hazard rate function is given to you. You have to find survival function. Remember that survival function is also called as reliability function. What is the reliability function is? That is a probability of capital T survival at least of the t times. So you have to find the survival function. Okay, that's a very simple. So what is the survival function is? Expected value exponential of lambda, that is a hazard rate function of x of dx. That's a simple answer of this problem. So you can see that this is my 2x over 1 plus x square. So what is the answer of this? E raised to power minus log of. So what is the answer of this? 1 over 1 plus x square. So is there any answer? This is the right answer. This is the wrong answer. Now once you know the hazard function, this reliability is here. Survival function cannot be determined. That's a wrong statement. Survival function can be determined. That's true. Density function. What is the density function is? We can compute the density function with respect to this reliability. Once you know the reliability, you can take the partial derivative. You will get this as of here. This is my function which is defined. So once the density function, that is a PDF. So distribution you can also define. So this is the right answer. So A and D are my correct options. Okay, so next one is that's a very trivial question are there. What is given to you? X is a random variable whose distribution is symmetric. What is the meaning of the symmetric? It means this is my minus 2. On the left hand side and on the right hand side the area is same, because the total area is 1, so we get this one. Now what is given to you? Look at that, which of the following is correct. X is my discrete. Probability at x is equal to minus 2. So at this point probability is my 2 by 3. Fine. So it means what is the probability of the open interval of this and the last point? So I consider as x, and this is my x because it is a symmetric. So what is the meaning of that? X plus 2 by 3 plus x is my 1. So this is half and half is for the continuous random variable. Fine. So if it is a discrete, then at this point and both left and right are the same. So can you find the value of the x from here? This is 1 by 3. X is my, what is the x? How you can write this? Is a greater than of minus of 2, which is a correct statement. If you compute this one, what will happen? This is my, again, x plus half plus x is my 1, and 2x is my half, x is my 1 by 4, but it is a 1 by 2, that's a wrong answer. Fine. Now if x is a continuous random variable, probability if x is a continuous, then it's a greater than is always be the half, so it's a cancel out. This is the correct option. So that's a very trivial statement are there, A and D. This is also a reason we all know that for the continuous random variable, probability at a single point is always be a 0. So this value is my 0. So you can say x plus 0 plus x is 1. That will give you x is again half number. So that is my right answer, A and D. Okay, so which of the, again this xi follows the normal distribution with mean and variance. Remember the first term is always my mean, second term is my variance. Fine. And it's a normal distribution and theta is my positive number. Fine. Then which of the following is the MLE? That's a very simple are there. So how you can define the MLE? You have to firstly write this function. You can write the product from I varies from 1 and then take the partial derivative. That will give you a very lengthy calculation. But remember, we are on the competition exam, so there is no need to solve them. What will happen? Look at the options. What is the option suggested you? So first of all, which of the following is the maximum MLE of the theta? It means this value is my theta, this value is my theta, this value is my theta, and so on. So our target is to discard the option. The first option clearly discard. Why? Because you can see that theta is my positive number, but here you can see whatever the square root of this, it will either the less than 1 or greater than 1. It always be a negative, but it does not belong to this. It means this option is cancelled out. Look about this one. If the maximum value is my 0, if I say this number is my negative, then the maximum answer is 0, but theta is always greater than 0. So again this option is cancelled out. There is no need to solve them. Now our target is to solve this equation. So assume this value here. If I simplify them, you will get 2 theta plus 1 is 1 plus 4 by n, summation of the x square. Now if I take the scaling on both sides, it will give you 1 plus 4. This is 4 by n of x square. Now what will happen? This 1 will be cancelled out, 4 and 4 will be cancelled out. This 1 over n summation of the x square. Now any of the term x square, that is a variance of x size, e of x square minus ex whole square. What is the variance of this normal distribution? Theta. I can take this part as either. So this is e of x square. So this part is e of x square. So this value is it statement true? Yes, this is a true statement because expected value of x square can be written here. It means this is the right answer. Does not exist, does not satisfy. So the right answer is here. If you want to solve this by using the likelihood function, then that derivative, it will give you a lot of the calculations are there. Okay, so another one is a linear model. Yi is here. Again, it look like say regression equation. So it means the Byx is nothing but my beta, where epsilons are my IID and xi's are the non-random positive numbers. Which of the following statement are correct? Okay, so what is that? Beta Byx, that is my regression coefficient. Fine. So we all know what is the value of the regression coefficient? R sigma y over sigma x. Fine. What is the R? Is correlation coefficient, standard deviation and standard deviation. Now if you look about that, this is the correlation, that's fine. So we all know that this is the unbiased estimator of this beta. We all know that. Also if you look about that, this is a special case of this when x bar is 0 and y bar is 0. So it means this is also the unbiased estimator of beta. That's a standard result for you. Always remember that this, whenever you are trying to study the regression analysis, that is the standard result are there. Both are the unbiased estimator. Moreover, this is the particular case of only when x bar is 0. So beta 1 cap, because this is a more generalized one, is always be greater than of this. That always true. Second option is true. This is cancelled out. It has the same because this is the same only when x bar is 0, but it is a particular case it is not be true. So the right answer is A and B. This is a standard statement are there. You can simply remember that. Okay, x follows the binomial distribution with the parameter 10, half. Y follows the binomial distribution with 11, half. Then your target is to find out this. So I can write this number as x minus y is less than 0. Okay, so do you think that how we can solve that? Because they are not getting the exact answer. Look about this number. What is that? This is the probability. So remember, in the binomial distribution, this is a remark for you. In the binomial distribution, whenever p is equal to half, what is the meaning of that? It means it is symmetric. Once it is symmetric, then we can approximate to the normal distribution. So once we can approximate to the normal distribution, then I can solve this problem like of this. I can consider this number as a z. Okay, so then we can try to find the mean of this z. What is the, I can take z as x minus y. So what is the mean of this z? Expected value of the x is np. Remember, the mean is my np. So this is 5 minus 11 by 2. So it gives you minus half. So I can take this is 0 minus half divided by square root of the variance. So variance of x minus y is variance of x plus variance of y. npq, npq, npq. So 21 by 4. So it's a 21 upon 4. It's a 21 over 4. So this number definitely be a negative of something. Fine. So this is my probability of some normal standard variate are there. Now look at that. So if you look about this number, this is my 0. So this number is negative of this here. This is the area we want to calculate. Now what is the area of this? This is half, because normal distribution is a symmetric distribution. So this is half, this is half. So this number is definitely be less than of the half is there. Equal to half cancel out. Greater than half, which is not possible. Greater than half means that's a 0.5 plus. It is not true. Greater than of the 10 by 11. So 10 upon 11 is approximately 0.9 something, which is not true because this number is less than of the 0.9. So the right answer is A is my correct option. Okay, look at the one more question. So xi's are given to you as a IAD, and which is the Bernoulli distribution consistent estimate. Okay, firstly I will give you tips. A is said to be a consistent estimator of gamma when, if you prove that expected value of A is gamma, variance of A goes to the 0 as n approaches infinity. That's the same thing as convergence in probability as we discussed in the first examples. That's fine. Now what is given to you? Xi's are my IAD. It follows my Bernoulli distribution. Fine. Once it's a Bernoulli distribution, then what is the mean of this xi? P. What is the variance of this xi? pq. So I can write as a p of p minus q. Fine. Now, which of the following is the consistent estimator of p? So we can find this value. We can check it here. We can find this value. If it goes to the p and the variance goes to the 0, then this is the right answer. Okay, so 1 by n is outside. Summation of E of xi. What is the summation of EXI is p, but they are the IAD. So this is my NP. So it goes to the p. The first property is satisfied. Variance, if you find the variance of this of here, because they are the independent, so I can written as a n square. This is summation of n of p 1 minus p, which goes to the 0. So the first option is correct option. Because they are the R, so it may have the more than one correct option. Clearly this is not the correct option because this is the sequence of the n number, but it consists of only 2 numbers are there. So that will not goes to the 0. Also, if you find the variance of this expected value, you can see this goes to the n plus 1 upon 2. So how you can find that? This is nothing but p plus p, that goes to the p. But if you find the variance, what is that? 1 by 4 is outside, variance of xn, variance of xn plus 1. What is that? This is 1 by 4, this is pq plus pq, which is not goes to the 0, so that option is cancelled out. Similarly, this option is also cancelled out because of the product form. Look about this part p. So I can clear this screen because I need this part. How you can solve that? Firstly, we can find the variance, expected value, sorry. So it is here. I can open, this is x1 when n is 1, so it is 2, x3 3, and so on. Fine. Okay, so what is given to you? This is here. Look at that, they are the IAD. So expected value of the x1 is same as that of expected value of the x2. So I can written as x1 square, x1 cube because of the IID. Now if you open them, what is the expected value of x1 square? You can see from here, you can take the variance. This is my variance plus expected value of x square. So that is my p. So this number expected is p, this is my p. Similarly, you can find this is a p, and so on. So how many times? N number of times. So n upon np over p, np over n goes to the p. The first property satisfied. What is the variance? Again, 1 by n square is outside. So this is my variance of x1, variance of her. So you can clearly see that this is n times p of 1 minus p are there, which again goes to the 0. So this is also the right answer of this, only because of the independent and identical conditions. So this is the way you can solve all these statistics question in a very simple manner. We will see some more questions related to the UMP test, which is our next lecture. Till then, you can simply follow my CSIR NET, where you can find all those previous year statistics as well as a mathematics question related to the GATE as well as CSIR NET. I hope you can like, share and comment this video with your friends. Best of luck, students. Happy luck.